All right, so here's where it becomes pretty critical. I got to move this thing. So I'm going to very lightly touch it from the top. I'm going to get my finger underneath it. All my weight is really on my index finger. I'm going to bring it out here. And again, I'm watching where my feet are. And I'm going to drop this down right on my wax.
Yeah, twist a little bit that way.
This way.
More. A little bit more, yeah.
All right. Okay, now that I have the bottle out here and Tomas has helped me get the position right, I'm going to get down right at camera level. I'm going to close my left eye, my non-shooting eye, and I'm going to look at this. And I'm going to look for any problem areas I think I have with the dressing of the bottle. I want to do it before I really start shooting. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at that nice and closely. And I see a couple places where I want to add some stuff. I know I just touched that. I'm going to try not to turn my back on you and add some stuff. Can you hold this for me, Tommy?
Sure, Grimm.
Thanks. Perfecto. All right. All right, I could tell that one was too heavy and was going to fall off. So before it became a problem for me, I actually just eliminated it. So when you've done this enough, you'll have a sense of what you want to put on and what you don't. And you know, a set is a set. I don't mind making a mess. That's the nature of the game. I just want to make sure that my products really look the best they can. So I'm tapping off the excess because I just want to touch this stuff and not leave any more. And again, I'm kind of pressing this in and down to make sure that it doesn't feel like it's barely hanging off into some sort of pimple. Thanks, buddy. We're good. All right, shall we take a shot?
Yep. Can I?
Let's do it. Not bad. So I think a couple of things. I think that my main label light, which is the IMPA spot, is pointed down at the main label itself, but I can actually bring it up and catch more of the neck label in a single shot. Because of my distance, I've got enough spread of this light, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And Tomas, I feel like we need to bring that light in the background up a little bit too.
Up, all right.
Into the neck. Doesn't the neck feel dead?
Yeah, we need here, right?
Yeah, we got to have some life above that.
Yeah. And
so, go ahead.
And the card here?
Yeah.
There's the eyes and the edges like blowing up.
So we're going to do a few things. We're going to adjust the IMPA spot. We're going to tip it up. I want to try to get more light on that label. Tomas is going to adjust the background light. Whoa, too much. Come back down a little bit.
That's it?
Yeah, hang out there, please. Close your eyes. I'm going to pop it.
Yep.
It actually switched, so it needs to move. The light needs to just rotate that way. It doesn't need to go back. It just needs to rotate towards the wall. Okay, right there. Go a little bit more. Okay. So I want to show you something that I think is really important. When it comes to beverages, when it comes to bottles, the light on the left shows up on the right side, on the inside of the bottle. So right now I've gotten that point where I really like it. The strong source of that glow is coming from kind of the center right side. If I was to divide the bottle into thirds vertically, I kind of have the main part of that glow on that outer vertical third line. I'm gonna have Tomas rotate this just a little bit, and you're gonna see how much that light changes. So Tomas, will you just rotate it for me? Okay, let's do that. This is really gonna push it to the right side. Now you can see how it's almost divided in half. The right side of the bottle is really glowing and the left side is getting very dark. Now Tomas, go the other direction. More? Okay. Now, how much do you think you rotated that? How many degrees? 15 at most? Yeah. 15-degree rotation in that light completely changes it. Keep going further. Now it's kind of dead center. Sweet. Now we've pushed the light so it's hitting the right side of the set, but it's showing up, it's lighting the left side of the bottle. So keep in mind, you're always going to be working with opposites when you're glowing a bottle from the inside when it's backlit like this. All right, let's put it back to where we were.
Yep. It's too much.
Too much. Let's come back a little bit more. Yeah. All right, I think that's really pretty. So I'm gonna go up to the computer and I'm actually gonna look at this really closely. I wanna walk through the bottle from top to bottom so I can see all those refreshment cues, see if there's something that's falling or just looking wrong or just not sitting in the right place, and then I can make those adjustments. Okay, so when I'm looking at this, I'm seeing a couple of things. If you look right here, this bit of ice, that's a great example of how it's hanging off. It's just a little too chunky, it's coming up a little too high, and it looks weird. We could clip it off in post-production, but that's not going to be as natural. I'm just going to use my brush and I'm going to push that back. The other thing is right here, you can see that this big chunk of ice has drugged down and it's created kind of a dead space. So I'm going to hit that with a little spritz to try to fill that in. I don't want a really dry section like that. Even though that's natural, that's what would happen if you had a run on a bottle. Visually, it just doesn't look as good in a photograph. So I'm going to make that adjustment. I also feel like right down here, these are really getting chunky. It's just too thick on both sides. So I'm going to spread those out a little bit, give them a little bit more life.
I think the black card is going to block this.
Okay.
We need to move it a little bit backwards.
Hey Tomas, can I have my spritz bottle?
What?
Could I have my spritz bottle? Thank you. You see anything else?
No. Just need to try the...
So the black card we've got to adjust, it looks like, right?
Yeah.
do we want to use without? I think that's going to be too small.
You can do it.
All right, so I'm going to create a little A-frame for this, and I'm going to put it on my set. Man, don't want that, do we?
No.
All right, let's try that. All right. If you look at the very left edge, you can see how in the previous image we were getting a highlight, then a little bit of dark, the highlight created by the bar light, and then it was getting into the label. So now that we've added that black, I've positioned it so I'm still catching my highlight from the bar light, but I'm getting that back edge to go nice and dark. I want that because I don't want that really hot spot on the edge. I think it looks pretty good. I'm still not tack sharp. Let's get tack sharp, shall we?
It's better, right?
What?
Better?
It's better to be sharp, absolutely. Now, I didn't refocus when I put my bottle out there, so clearly that's something you want to make sure you do. All right, give that a pop. Now again, with the electronic viewfinder on these mirrorless cameras, I find they're really difficult to focus with, even with focus assist, because everything's dancing a little bit. All the LEDs are kind of dancing. I use the computer to double check my focus. Am I good? Or do I need to go back a little bit more?
No, you're good.
I'm good?
I just because you're using 5.6, that's why you're losing focus on the...
Am I losing focus on the top?
Yeah.
All right, let's increase power then. I'm gonna need to get this. Well, we can also do it with ASA, because I'm at 100 ISO, right?
Yeah.
You can tell I'm an old guy, say ASA.
200?
So yeah, go to 200. All right, I'm gonna 8, go ahead and pop it. Let's see if that comes in. The reason why I'm using the ISO to adjust right now, at 200, that's still really low. I'm not gonna pick up any noise. All my lights are kind of set. I don't want to have to move those. Even though I could go wirelessly, this is just and control the lighting. This is just a really quick, simple way to go ahead and make that change. Did that come in tighter?
Yep.
Good. Net, is the cap good? Net good?
It's better.
All right.
It's better than the other one, but...
So where was that one bad spot?
Still a little bit soft. See? Yeah, it's here.
Yeah, yeah. All right.
You want to put your camera back a little bit?
Yeah. Oh, you mean roll it back?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to see if I can get it just here.
Gonna go 11?
No, try that. Did you adjust the ISO?
Yeah, 200.
It's still at 200, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and just try that. I'm just rolling the barrel slightly.
Yeah, it's better.
So one of the things I've found with the Zeiss lenses on the Sony system, the movement of the actual focal barrel on the lens, just the slightest bit of movement will make a huge difference in the focus. That's why I check it on the computer. I mean, I barely rolled that thing, barely. We cool?
Yeah, good.
All right, so where was that one spot that I hated that I wanted to fix?
This one, right?
That one and that one, it feels, one, it's kind of tangent there. It's becoming a straight line that's extending the cap. I want to break that up. That one's definitely too pointy. Okay, so again, I'm analyzing this and I'm seeing some things that I want to make a change on. And I've got a little bit of slush I want to fix. This one on the right side is just too pointy. I'm going to push it around and hopefully improve it. The one on the left side is actually almost looking like I extended the cap. It's just creating a bad tangent. And then I got some stuff down here I want to fix too. Better. All right, go ahead and pop it.
Yeah.
Much better. All right, I think we're looking really good. I see one more that's kind of bugging me. So I've got one little chunk of ice that's too white. It doesn't have enough moisture in it, and it's really sticking out. So I'm gonna touch my spritz bottle to it. And just change it. I'm gonna break it up a little too. All right, do that. Let's see if we're good.
Good, good, good. This one maybe? That's fine, right?
Yeah, that's good. I like it. All right, I think we're in great shape. So I really like where the bottle is. The glow on the interior is exactly what I want. For the most part, the label has got that kind of read that I want, but now we've really got to work on the label. Tomas is going to go ahead and he's going to start to take notes on this, because remember, everything I do is going to be composited for the most part. This is going to be my main base bottle, but the labels are really challenging. It has a cream background. We've got silvers, golds, and red foils all on the front. I need to get all that to light a little bit better. So I'm going to start reflecting different colors into it. I'm going to reflect a little bit of white into the label first because I want to get a little bit more volume in it. Then I'm going to do silver, and then I'm going to do gold, and I'm going to get all those different components. That means our retoucher is going to have to isolate those things and sandwich them together. But I can't, in good conscience, just put a white card out there and say, call it done. Because the white is going to change the gold. The white is going to change the silver. They're going to be more white than they are their actual color. I think it's incredibly important to spend a couple of bucks, get those cards that are the right color, and reflect that color back into itself. Get it as close as you can in terms of tone, and reflect that color back into itself. Then that way it's true to the brand. And keep in mind, that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you are being true to the brand and their identity. And doing something as simple as reflecting the proper tone versus just white into those metallics is a really important step, and clients really appreciate it. All right, so what do we got?
White.
Silver and gold's perfect. Let's.
Do you want a smaller silver?
Pardon me?
Do you want a smaller?
No, I'm actually going to use this to start for the white. And let's bring this in a little bit. You want to pop it for me? Oh, so nice. Okay, so the first thing I'm doing is going for white. You're seeing a silver card. It's actually, the backside is white, so that's what I'm using. I can just use one card in this instance to get two different things. That looks better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Much better.
How does the neck label look? Looks good. The neck label actually looks pretty straight on, doesn't it? Doesn't need to rotate at all, does it?
It does. It's kind of crooked this way.
Well, that way, but I mean, it doesn't need to rotate this way.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to have the retoucher actually skew that and straighten it.
Just a bit, because on this side you can see a little bit of this design here and nothing here.
Okay. All right, let's make sure that once we capture the base label, that we go up and shoot a new one for the neck. So what Tomas and I are talking about, the fact that, again, these are put on at the brewery. Whipped through a machine, done really quickly. The neck label is pretty close in terms of being rotated the right way. We're just gonna have to rotate it a little bit more to get it dead center. Then the retoucher will take that and marry it with the bottle down below. He's also going to have to take it, because it's skewed this way, he's going to have to rotate it a little bit so it's more horizontally. That's going to be a bigger trick. That's why I let retouchers do that. All right, let's go for the silver now. Sound good?
Yep.
So I'm going to pick up the silvers in this, and I'm going to use the large silver card, and I'm just going to kind of curve it in here. Go ahead. Not getting enough light, is it?
Yeah, I think you can get closer.
All right, let's get it closer. Much better. Okay, so you can see a huge difference in that. The silver is really picking up the actual silvers in those stripes that they have on the label. I'm going to move to the other side, and I'm going to get a little bit more silver coming in there, and I'm going to have the retoucher kind of blend them. I want tone in there, but I don't want it to go super, super dark, so I'm going to work with him to get the right kind of blend of tone going across. Tomas, I'm going to do a silver on this side as well. I'm actually going to block that light, but I want to see if I can't get a little bit of silver kind of coming in here. Hang on 1 second for me. All right, go ahead and pop that.
Try it out.
Huh?
Try it out.
Oh, much better. Okay, so you can see a huge difference. Look at the left side of the label. It's really got silver reflecting into those two stripes of silver and up into the dragon itself. If you look at the dragon, you can see how now it's got some life. It's probably a little bit on the extreme side when it comes to the amount of light, but I've given my retoucher the proper tone, and now he can either blend it with the original label, the base layer, or he can work a gradient on it to help give that round shape that I want out of the bottle. Remember, I'm trying to create a sense of movement of light and give the bottle both volume and shape, while I'm also being true to the tones that are in those gold and silver foils. All right, let's switch colors.
Yeah, I got you 2 different gold.
I'm gonna do the more toned down one, I think. Let's start with this one. Although, yeah, you might be right. This might be a little flat.
Yeah.
Let's try that one
Try
first.
it out. Try it out.
Try it out?
Try it out.
Try it out. Okay.
It's too orange.
All right, let's try the other. Actually, I'm gonna try this guy here. Hold this. I'll take that. This is kind of in between, Tomas. Let's try this one. All right. Let's try this guy. Let's see if it's better. I think this is really shiny, but it might work to our advantage in this case. Pop it.
No, I think you.
Now, see how hot that is? I think that's too hot, don't you?
Let's try it. Not really.
Yeah, it's interesting. That gold is actually too yellow.
Yeah, it's tweaking colors.
All right, so here's a question. Do I have the dragon up above? I think I'm going back to the silver card, and I'm going to perfect that. I think I want to get a little bit more on the top. This is something that is interesting to me. I normally stay very true to the actual color of the foil that I'm using, i.e. silver on silver, gold on gold. What I'm finding in this particular case, when I'm pushing gold into the golds, they're actually really going yellow, and they're kind of becoming a little bit flat. When I used the silver card on it, it actually looked much, much better. So counterintuitive to me, but I'm going to go back in there and I'm actually going to use the silver card to light both the silvers and the golds. What is going to be nice for my retoucher is he's not going to have as many files to blatten together, which is really good. All right, where's that silver card? I want that beast. Let me trade with you. So Tomas, I think I'm going to do 2 things. I want to go back and I want to get a brighter silver over here.
All right.
And I think I'm going to come down above and I want to get that to really pop.
All right.
All right?
Yep. Sorry.
That's right. You may have caught it. No, we didn't. Let's go more like that. Yes. Now, if you look at the right side of the label, those silvers and those golds are, they're really popping. And actually, the dragon up above is not too bad. Well, that's going to be cool. But I'm also going to try to come from above with the dragon and try to get that. So, Tomas, are you ready?
Yep.
Try that. No, it's not going as much as I want it to. We may have gotten it initially.
I think you can get like a smaller one. A smaller card and hold it close to the bottom.
Yeah.
This is right there.
Perfect. Here, take this from me. Otherwise I'm gonna. Try that. Wow. Whew. Okay, that's a little extreme, don't you think?
Yeah.
All right, the other thing I do a lot, I will hold a card like this. I will curve it. I want to give it some of the shape of the bottle because I want to help create a gradient on it. So I'm going to hold it in like that and try to get it. Okay, Tomas. Nope. Try that guy. Too much.
Too much again.
All right, go there.
Something somewhere in between.
Okay. Now we can adjust it with exposure. All right, let's try that. Okay, try that. Boom. So a couple of things that I want to make sure that I'm explaining properly. A lot of this I just do handheld. Now that we're in the world of digital photography and we're not back in the olden days of film, I don't have to place something and have it stuck there on stands and rigs, what have you. I actually have the opportunity to go in by hand and kind of do things. So one of the things that I will do, and it's nice to have an assistant helping you, I will hold something in there, I'll look at it, we'll fire it, and then I'll look at it on the screen without moving my arm because I want it to stay there because then I can slightly make adjustments, which you saw me do. It's nice, it's fast, it helps make the job go a little bit quicker when you've got the ability to do that. So I think we're in pretty good shape on all of the bottle with the exception of the neck, which we now want to go up, rotate the bottle a little bit to get that neck label to go to the left, a little bit counterclockwise. We'll do the same with the card and we'll finish it off. All right, so let's, what have we marked?
We did,
That's killer for the dragon. I absolutely love that.
mark this too.
Okay.
This one's the
base.
bottle.
Okay.
And I got this one.
Mainly for the dragon. All right, let's go back into the rest of them. I want to pick which ones I want. So this is really important when you're photographing and doing things that are going to be in multiplicities, meaning you're going to be taking multiple captures to create a final image. I think it's really difficult to go back after you've shot everything and go through your library and try to make decisions. I really prefer to create a retouching document as I go, make selections initially and say, okay, this is what I want for the right side of the label, this is what I want for the dragon, this is what I want for my main label. Then later, I can go back and I can verify that. But I have found that when you shoot several hundred images on a job, if you go back later and try to piece everything together, it's just a headache. So take a few minutes extra while you're on set, mark each one of those things down, and then verify it later. All right. That's great. Yeah, I love that for the right side. The other thing, can I see the detail on that? Okay, so I want to make sure we get these hooves too, because see how the hooves are silver painted? So let's use this for the right side of the label and make sure that we note that we need that back hoof on the dragon, and we're going to have to look for a couple there too, because those guys are dead. Right. I really want to bring those out. The other thing that's really nice, we've got silver. I didn't even notice it. We've got silver outlining the Japanese letters. So the power of the computer, again, there's so many things I'm seeing with my monitor that I'm not seeing with the naked eye. On the front of these labels, we've got these Japanese letters or symbols right here and right here, and a little bit down below. I can't even see with my naked eye that there's a silver outline around them. It's gold with a silver outline. On the computer I can see that, and I'm going to make sure that my retoucher pays attention to that and puts it together. Because again, that's a detail that the client spent a ton of time and a ton of money making sure they hammer it out. I want to feature it for them. Most photographers are going to miss that. Most photographers are not going to see that. They're just going to put out a card, maybe get a little light out there. They're not going to worry about that separation. I want to make sure I give that to the client. Do we have a good reflection on his left side, on that left side? Oh yeah, okay. Use that for, yeah, I want this for the silvers. Look at, man, look at all that too. That's pretty good. So we'll take that for all the silvers on the left side of the dragon and the Japanese letters. All right, we got those all marked?
Yeah.
All right, let's rotate the bottle a little bit and we're gonna get that neck label and we're gonna be done. All right, pop that. Let's see if the neck is rotated better. Yeah. Oh yeah, much, much better. Okay, so I just made a simple rotation and brought that neck label so it's in the right spot. Now I'm gonna use my silver card and I'm gonna light it up. Can I have that silver card? Sure. Actually, do you think, I think I'm gonna bring this up just a little bit. Hit that again. Yeah, a little bit. Helped a little bit, didn't it?
No.
Come on.
Sorry.
Now try it.
Actually, we lost light here.
What? Yeah, it has more light. Better. All right, let's get this top. Okay. Ooh, there it is. Let's do that. That's not bad. I'm gonna try to curve it even more. Nope. Go there. That's good. All right, mark it.
Neck label.
So it's a little hot on that side. I'll have them do a gradient and it'll be nice. All right, so another quick adjustment where we just rotated the bottle a little bit, brought the card in and shot just for the neck label. Couple additional captures. I've got enough tone in there where my retoucher can really make a nice gradient going across to help give that neck more form. And that's it. That is going to be a beautiful, heroic bottle. I think the client's going to be really happy with it because we paid attention to the details. We've made sure that the dragon, the red, the gold, the silvers, they're all coming out. We've made sure that all the silver and gold lettering is coming out. The Japanese symbols are coming out nicely, but we still have volume and shape to it by using that opposite highlight shadow like in classic portraiture. So just as a repeat, I've got my label lit from the left side for the highlight. It's going into a little bit of shadow on the right side. And then the opposite is happening on the interior of the bottle where the shadow is on the left side and the hot glow is coming from the right side. It gives it that nice shape and volume, makes the bottle actually feel a little bit more voluminous than normal. Tommy, you feel good?
I'm feeling good.
All right. We feel good about this, and that's going to wrap up the bottle shot.